Hey guys, what's up? Rocket Dude here. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, but I plan on putting out a lot more content from now on. I think come the Forsaken DLC, which looks freaking amazing, I'll be playing and streaming D2 almost exclusively. Also, my throat is a little bit rough recovering from a cough, so don't pay attention to it. With that said, let's get right into it. Warmind DLC brought us some new stuff to play, from new stories, PvP maps, Crucible Labs, reworked exotics, escalation protocol, heroic strikes, and new raid layer. Now, I won't go too much into detail, but I do want to touch up on as much as I can, alright? So getting right into it, the story. I'm not going to say much about it, but it is short. However, if you played Destiny, then you know that the in-game story has never been the best part of this game. Like past DLCs, it makes little sense, and it's really just there to provide some sort of background into what we're playing. With the story complete, you do get some exotic quest lines that are quote-unquote grindy, but they feel good. I like this direction, you know? You do certain activities that lead to a certain reward. Nice little roadmap to get to where you want to go. So hopefully they do a lot more of this. Now, PvP, there really isn't too much to talk about. If you play the Go Fast update, that's still in place, the same sandbox, and not much has changed. There is, however, a new meta with exotic reworked guns, so Vigilance Wing and Graviton Land seem to be dominating, and some new exotic armor has taken over. A Warm Husk, a Syntoceps. But other than that, just new maps again, and Crucible Labs. Now, if you don't know what Crucible Labs, it's new to the directory, and it's basically just a bunch of new game modes that the dev teams are kind of looking into implementing to the game. They're not meant to be a finished product, and absolutely no sandbox changes are ever made. Just new game modes. Like this go around, they had Showdown, which was actually a pretty fun concept, but I think the rounds were just way too long. You have about 3 minutes to get as many kills as you can. If your team has more than the other by the end of the round, you win. Best of 5 rounds wins the match. I think adding some chaos would have been really nice. Maybe 90-second rounds and a best of 3. I think that would encourage engagement and made it for a little bit more fun. That's just my opinion. Still, Crucible Labs is a great concept. Can't wait to see what other game modes they pop out. Now let's talk about heroic strikes, shall we? In D1, these were some of my favorite things to do because they were fun because of the modifiers. Now, they have buffs and debuffs currently. There's an elemental cinch, which does 25% more damage both incoming and outgoing. And there's one buff and one debuff. I'm not going to go into detail on all the combinations, but let me tell you, some make for easy mode builds or for easy deaths and enraging moments. Blackout. I'll let you find the different ones, but personally I like them all. I think it makes it challenging and fun. The harder modifiers make you think and pay attention to your surroundings, which for me translates to better awareness in PvP. Good change, but I hope they add on to this and maybe increase the modifiers, make them a little bit more extensive, I guess. Yeah. Now the raid layer I haven't played yet, so I can't really say much about it. All I know is what I've seen, and it looks very, very mechanic heavy and challenging. But honestly, I can't wait to play it. Looks freaking awesome. You know, from what I've heard, it's probably the best raid that they've come up with yet. So more on that whenever I get to play it. Escalation protocol. Now this was intended to be an endgame activity for a fire team of 3 at max power, which is 385, but it's also set in a public space, which means that blueberries can join in. Now there was a lot of gripe from the community about being too hard, and they wanted to have 6-man fire teams or 9-man fire teams. But I mean, most of the complaints came when 1, everybody was well underleveled, and 2, we didn't know any of the strats to beat the bosses. So I don't know, maybe people just are impatient and like easy things. Personally, I tried it at 372 with my buddy Racer, and we beat 3 of them, 3 level 7s with I think 4 other blueberries, so 6 people, and it was honestly relatively easy. None of us had real coordination, and it went by pretty quick. This of course was after the power level was nerfed from feedback Bungie received. So it went from 400 down to 385 on levels 6 and 7. I think once everyone's 385 though, it'll become kind of like Court of Oryx, where it was just too easy. Definitely a great addition to the game though, and I hope Bungie expands on it and makes a true horde mode or heck, maybe EP in all the planets. Now, the last thing I want to touch up on is faction rallies. Reworked with debuff buffs called Renown. These make you deal less damage while taking more, and health regen only comes from Wells of Light or perks like Devour in a Voidlock, and gun perks like the Crimson Hand Cannon. On the plus side, you do get more tokens from Lost Sector chests. Now, you get tokens by basically doing all activities in Destiny, and people are upset because there are gun catalysts attached to each faction. I didn't mention catalysts before, but some exotics got that slot. And when completed, they make the gun masterwork, which grants orb regeneration, and also some have a big boost to their base stats. Now, to get these, you need to hit rank 50, which seemed like a lot, but honestly, by farming correctly, you can bring your tokens to crop quickly and trade for that catalyst. I don't know what that was either, but let's forget it happened. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to only farm the fastest way. Sure, those that want to can, but I think a lot of people think it's a must. Play casually. Do your daily milestones, and you'll get lots of tokens. Not everyone needs to hit rank 50, but those that do can choose to do so. Now, personally, I like the rework, but I wish they would make activities give tokens out according to time invested. So maybe raids give you 50 tokens, strikes give you 15, and PvP matches maybe 15 for the winner, 7 for the loser. Not exactly sure on the amounts, but that's just my idea. Overall, though, I like attaching certain rewards to each faction and a lot of time invested to receive said prize. I'm tired of this giving stuff out for free, you know? So, anyways, I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff, but I think that's the gist of it. Personally, I am really enjoying Warmind, like a lot. Lots of things to do. You can farm, and there's a lot of replayability in my opinion. I play about 9 hours a week, so max power and getting all the gear I want takes some dedication and prioritization. But it's worth it to me. Listen, not everything is for everyone. Game your own way. Props to Bunch for this. Follow him on twitch.tv/thebunch. Grind or don't grind. Do your weeklies, then don't play all week. That's fine. But for the love of the traveler, stop telling people what to do or that this game is shit. Listen, you don't have to completely like anything. That's fine. You're allowed to feel that way. No one's telling you not to feel this way, you know? But stop trying to shove it down people's throats. And don't give me that shit that it's just because you're passionate. Give constructive criticism, which Bungie is looking for. Give them that feedback. I'm sure they'll take a look at it. But sit behind a screen and say how much this game is shit over and over, or how much you don't play it. Come on, man. Move the fuck on. Games are meant to be fun, so go find one out there that's fun to you and play it. Anyways, I'm digging D2 and the changes. I'm really looking forward to Forsaken, so I'll be streaming and playing D2 exclusively and hoping you guys will come along for the ride. Now, if you could, do me a favor, click that subscribe button, and if you can, follow me on Twitch. It costs you nothing, but it's a big help to me, so thank you in advance. Now, the support lately has been amazing for stream, and yeah, I would love for you guys to be part of my community. You know, we're slowly building it, and I hope you guys, again, come along for the ride. Now, much love, and I will catch you guys later.
Zone C locked. Your enemy has a power play. Victory is all I ask. Good. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.